Let me quickly with you. Please have your seat, please.
Thank you, sir.
Now, mother's public school. Why that is mother ki is actually mother.
Mother, because it was started as a creche for working mothers. That's why the name Mother's Public School.
Okay. Our mother actually known as widely known as mother. Our mother actually
Again.
a particular school of thought my mother actually. She is known as mother university. Answer.
Universal Mother. कहाँ कौन कहाँ
No. She is known as a mother. Odisha, India actually Delhi actually.
Mother is sir.
Sima jancho Sima.
No sir.
Sima janna. I see. Aravind jancho.
No sir. मैंने सुनी थी but तांको विषୟରେ ମୁଁ detail
ना detail ना jancho. Aravind why is famous?
आगे.
I go like Aravind also is quite famous. He is a celebrity Indian.
Yes sir. Because of there is some religious aspect there.
Not religious.
I'm not very aware of.
What is the difference between religion and spirituality?
Religion includes other societal concepts and mostly rituals and holy books, but spirituality can occur without the practice of rituals and believing in holy books as well. It is systemized. Religion is systemized faith, whereas spirituality can be personal.
High fast मैंने कॉल किया high fast वाली को अच्छी की division में
Higher first class.
अच्छा, that's a grade.
Yes, sir. It is divided by JNU University themselves.
अच्छा. JNU recently in the news.
Yes, sir.
In context of certain churning going within the country. What was that? Certain churning going on, political churning going on.
Yes, sir. Because of the change in leadership and alliances, a lot of news has been coming up because a lot of people are saying because that fund cut is happening in JNU because of political. So, what kind of political?
Some kind of what kind of political, what kind of political?
Yes.
Some kind of political churning actually that has a bearing on the campus stability, campus ethos, campus way of approach.
Because of the elections that were conducted, campus elections.
It particularly known as leftist ideology.
Yes.
Now this ideology has been challenged
by the right ideology.
Right wing.
Yes, sir.
So there is now a conflict.
Yes, sir. There is a conflict.
Subterranean conflict
Yes, sir.
between right wing people and left leaning people.
Yes, sir.
What is left leaning and what is right leaning?
Sir, in JNU's context, left-leaning people are mostly people from the communist parties. They are
not in JNU context. In overall context, this is leftist ideology means you belong to communism,
Yes, sir.
communist way of
Yes.
political approach.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Extreme right is mostly religious ideology, a very staunch Hindutva ideology.
JNU was established.
So it was established by the JNU Act 1969.
What ideology? What is the ideology at the setting of this university, central university?
Sir, it was a university to popularize and do more research in social sciences and humanities subjects.
It has also a unique way of conducting recruitment. Admission. The admission test was something very difficult. People from the backward regions used to have access to this.
Yes, sir.
So that is the only unique way.
Yes.
Or it has that approach since its inception. Actually.
Yes.
The people from the weakest,
they were given extra points.
They get extra point for that thing. Now, what is social engineering?
Sir, social engineering is a concept through which we change or mold the society according to the belief system prevailing at that time. Like, for example, if a society has been very backward in terms of women's issues, we bring out legislations or we bring out social programs or welfare programs that changes the narrative and engineers the society in such a way that we accept more women and they're given more opportunities. This is a way of social engineering.
They say that rise of casteist feeling actually, and the caste identity
Yes.
brought about a new kind of social engineering. In that they elaborate on what does it mean actually.
How casteist ideologies changed created social different social society. So it created a hierarchy, and that hierarchy then eventually got legitimized through birth and religious activities. And because of this hierarchy, then the inequality that was already present in the society got entrenched even further, and our system of meritocracy was again enthrust upon that system of hierarchy.
Engineering means to save a new kind of ideology,
Yes.
new ideology background. It nothing to do with economic entrenchment or economic emancipation. Nothing to do with it. It is a kind of ideological entanglement. So that you want to get the design creation, but you want to have a design in some creation of that kind of social structure because of the certain thing in your mind or in the polity. So you will engineer the process, social process, engineer the entire thing in such a way that the intended outcome is designed. I'm clear what I mean to say.
Yes, sir.
So that is what social engineering is all about. Being able to change, keeping in mind that what you expect society to be, in particular this thing. That is what social engineering is. So there, what is the basic casualty of the social engineering process?
The basic casualty is inequality to lower classes.
Basically, the absence of diversity, diverse viewpoint,
Yes.
diverse things. Because you want particular ideology to thrive at the cost of the. So you want to engineer society in that way. So it takes away other different
Localized
so it creates not a very exclusive social group, social structure, not a very inclusive one. Our present political problem. What is the basic problem with the present polity?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, if I would say the major problem right now, then it is having center conflict between federal center and the states, and other problems also include corruption, criminalization of politics.
Corruption is the second. I would actually so everything is identified through nationalism. One thing is dominating that the diversity has gone away. They want a unified and very uniform. So one election, one nation, one so many this thing. So diversity is the casualty in the present politics. That's why it takes to different perceptions. The dominant voice wants to assert its own authority. So other voices are just simply ignored or unneeded actually, goes unneeded. What is the climate change issue basically that affects mankind? What is the climate issue?
So climate change is always geological. It is happening all the time. But climate change has been exacerbated because of human actions. Because we are releasing carbon reserves, that is coal, petroleum, all the carbon reserves are being released indiscriminately into the atmosphere, and because of that the global average temperature is increasing, and as a result of that the oceans are warming, the polar ice caps are melting, and other biodiverse regions are also getting affected. So it is a chain reaction. One activity is leading to another activity, and in this way different habitats and ecosystems are getting destroyed, as well as the different spheres.
What is the manifesto? Find the positive signature of that climate change we are experiencing now. What is the positive signatures of climate? Because people initially were skeptic when the idea was floated climate change, it was global warming, it was constitution of IPCC way back in 1980s. People are skeptical because some people also even went to ridicule that idea. But now it is a affirmation that something is in motion, something is changing. So what is that those signatures you find?
So what is the positive aspect of climate
Not
change?
what is the signature? What is manifestation? Manifest.
International cooperation?
So Sir is asking how the climate change is manifesting.
Yes. You see that yes, there is a climate change now. Climate change in the process.
So recently only there was a research that was published that the Indian Ocean has been rising since the 1950s, and it has risen by almost 30 centimeters.
Sea level rise.
Sea level rise.
You said that.
Yes.
Now we are experiencing the flood in the area which never experienced flood any time earlier.
Yes, sir.
What is that place?
Sir, in the Jammu Kashmir area.
Kashmir used to Chenab. It was good Punjab. Punjab didn't experience flood of the kind it is experiencing today.
Oh, yes, sir.
Then number of cloud bursts.
In Uttarakhand
Now it is on the
area.
rise, which never happened before.
Yes, sir.
Then the way the monsoon has been erratic in the Indian plain, subtropical plain,
Yes.
has never seen before. So it has created a total disequilibrium in our social process. So many things. So it must be attributed. We don't know, but these are the people attribute that these are the manifestations that suggest that there is a climate change in motion. So there is a climate change. But what is its potential threat to very human existence actually?
It is mostly threatening the existence of coastal communities and tribal communities and fisher folk, as well as people living in small developing island nations. As well, and if this continues, then a lot of people living in areas, for example, in Himalaya areas, Uttarakhand areas, a lot of lives are being lost, livelihoods are being erased, and as well as natural ecosystems are also being damaged. So this it creates a cascading effect through which people are losing lives and property in many areas, not only coastal areas, also in mountain areas. So it is a
I see.
destructive force.
When did you Odisha for the first time experience heat wave?
Heat waves.
People are not, they are not known people. Suddenly it came
Yes.
and came and took a heavy toll of life. They could have came as the year
I am not aware, sir. But the first heat wave, I am not aware.
heat wave first. They are so that this thing are coming and taking them this thing is surprise actually. That's so the manifestation that climate change is a reality. So our entrepreneurship and interference actually. Anthropocenic.
Anthropocene.
Anthropogenic interference.
So that is induced by humans actually.
Yes, sir.
Basically, how fossil fuel contribute to triggering this change actually?
So fossil fuels are basically carbon. If we release more carbon than the earth can sequester, then we are leading to our average increase of climate change, because it's a greenhouse gas. It will trap heat.
What's the greenhouse gas?
So these gases trap heat in the atmosphere, so that the average temperature of earth remains
Yeah,
more than
it must be radiating also. What is the gap that instead of getting radiated back, it is stored actually. The ambient temperature goes on rising. Greenhouse gas
Yes, sir.
traps heat.
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't allow it to radiate because of what?
So
कौन change होची but it changes certain things, certain parameter. जहाँ पर now heat cannot be radiated back.
which parameter it changes?
Heat is a कौन? Heat is a energy.
Yes, sir.
Energy flow करे केମିତି by wave. तो in wave में characteristics कौन है frequency. So there is change in frequency in such a way. So this trapped heat cannot go radiate back. And our mode of transmission of heat, कितना mode अच्छी transmission of heat?
Radiation, convection, conduction.
So because of that particular change in frequency, it creates a whole lot of things actually. And it doesn't radiate back. So it trap the heat. So we kill the heat.
So, after your environmental studies
Yes, sir.
from JNU,
Yes, sir.
what were the career options you had?
Sir, I had options to work in corporate, especially in the environment impact assessment sector. And then I could have gone for research, PhD, and eventually post PhD and a lectureship. And other avenues also included going to other corporate sectors like ESG, environment and governance, that is emerging sector, social governance. So these are the career avenues.
Why you came here?
So
The civil service.
because I had thought
And you
about
could
it.
have worked with international multinational environmental agencies
Yes, sir.
and would have created some difference. You would have entered into policy making in the environment sector.
Yes, sir.
So why you came?
So because this is civil services aligns with my personality, because it creates gives you a diverse and dynamic career. It is not a restricted career. I wanted to work in the environment sector, but I did not want to be completely only in the environment sector. I wanted a more diverse work profile, and I think because I am a person who is very dynamic and whose interest changes quite frequently, so I think this career path will be more aligning with my interests.
After entry into service,
Yes, sir.
if you find the job to be monotonous
Yes, sir.
and only implementing what is written
Yes,
in the
sir.
files,
Yes, sir.
so what you will do?
Sir, everything cannot be exciting all the time. Even if the file work is an important part of governance, and it is not wrong to find it monotonous, but it is not the only thing that we are doing. So civil service, the beauty of civil service is such that even if there are components of monotonous work, these are important to the governance structure. So I feel while doing that also, I might think, yes, I am contributing to public service. I am
You
doing
may not
something.
get the dynamism that you aspire for in the civil service.
Sir, I believe it is such an inherent part of civil services. Even if you do not, might not get it as soon as you enter, but after some time in your career, you do get that dynamism. It is an inherent part of civil services. That's why a lot of people aspire for it. So even if I find it monotonous in the beginning, I don't think that my entire career will be monotonous.
What is IPCC?
Sir, the entire panel, they are a group which releases. From the
Intergovernmental Panel for Climate Change.
Intergovernmental Panel for Climate Change. They
Last report, the assessment, they released the assessment reports.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Last assessment report came released.
Sir, 2023.
Fifth, I think fifth assessment. Sixth assessment.
Sixth assessment report released.
The Indian local against report problem came out.
In the report, sir.
When IPCC got Nobel Prize, he was part of IPCC.
But he passed away, he's no longer there.
No.
He passed away.
That's right.
Terry, हाँ sir, Delhi रे गोटे institute से climate change, climate science ऊपर काम करना था. Tata is
Energy Research Institute.
energy research.
You got editorial head of gender equality cell.
Yes, sir.
What is your work? What was your work there?
Sir, mainly my work was it was a safe space for campus trans people and other minorities, and along with that we conducted awareness sessions for people to be more understanding of gender minorities and sexual minorities, and along with that we created workshops, fests and other activities in which and also lecture series where people can come and be aware.
Actually, in the JNU campus as such,
yes, sir.
The way of the students they live their lives,
Yes, sir.
and you don't find there is any kind of gender equation. Gender is
Sir,
all equal.
This is due.
Due.
I did it in due, not in June.
The genuine time, how many people were from minority section?
A lot of them, sir.
What
Most.
was the
Tatha sir, 50, 40, 50, 60%.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
minority?
Minority, if I am saying minority like women, tribal people.
Oh, total taken together.
From
I mean,
Northeast.
particularly from a group Muslim. Actually.
Muslims, sir, not many. In my class, only one person was there.
Yeah, ladies or
Ladies.
lady?
Yes, sir. There were Muslim people, but not as much as we would like to see the.
So what your work profile there to only focused on gender minority,
Gender minority and sexual minority.
sexual minority.
Yes, sir.
Any what are the challenges, basic challenges they face?
So mostly in campus or in society?
Yeah, in social life.
Yes, sir. The mostly first is being accepted by their families and coming out to their families, which is a major problem. A lot of parents do not understand this because their generation has never seen this, and I also feel there is a degree of prejudice. Second thing is getting opportunities education-wise and career-wise. That also because their first step is not getting accepted by family, and eventually it affects their career and education as well. Third thing is being accepted by their peers. A lot of people of our same age also, they also do not understand, and because of their prejudiced views and their stigmas, they also alienate these people from their groups, friend groups and all their social gatherings. So that is also another aspect we focused on.
So that led to alienation. Okay. So any government programs, initiatives for empowering these minorities?
First was the Transgender Act of 2019, and it was released to give more employment and education opportunities to transgender people and to legitimize their existence, as well as after the Supreme Court ruling that they are a third gender. And regarding sexual minorities, the 377 was abolished in 2018. So it gives, but I think more needs to be done in that aspect, as in trans people aspect also. Even after the ruling, a lot has not changed, because even if the laws change, society does not change that fast. So we need to keep up.
Have you heard of something called Panchamrit in the context of climate change?
Panchamrit and context of climate change. Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it.
What is net zero?
Net zero is the the amount of carbon that we emit is the same amount of carbon we can sequester. So the complete net carbon that we release becomes zero.
Is it a possibility?
Sir, it is a dream, but
Okay, we have fixed a target of
2070 India has.
Has any country succeeded in releasing no carbon to the environment?
Sir, not able, but Bhutan has almost accomplished being carbon
But
negative.
there is a development and environment issue.
Yes, sir.
So they don't go together mostly.
Mostly, yes, sir.
So then we will go back to living in caves and things like that.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So managing such a high proportion of population
Yes, sir.
Yes,
becomes
that is the difference. Bhutan, you don't have that this much
Yes, sir,
population.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
No, it is. That's the you can't equate.
That's why global north needs to take more responsibility, because European countries, USA,
What
Canada,
is common but differentiated responsibility?
so that is the thing. Now global north needs to invest more in South Asian countries and South countries, so that we can develop energy conscious
But that
technology.
the only thing where this whole process has been stopped.
Yes, sir.
They are not
They
ready
do
to
not
give
want.
money.
They don't want to give that much money.
No, not money, but also technology.
Technology, yes.
Because we can give us.
Yes.
So they do that.
But another thing they are also doing, their culture is very driven by consumerism, and they do not want to.
We are also following that. Na?
Yes, sir. We are also now going in that way. Highly consumerist society.
So our that is known as soft power.
Soft power is a country's image in other countries because of the
cultural values,
aspect.
language,
Yes,
all
sir.
the aspects.
Yes,
We see our soft power has been subjugated
Yes, sir.
by invasion of the West. You agree or not?
Sir, yes, I do agree. Recently, especially because of social media, because of social media and the type of content that people are being fed in the Western countries regarding India about our hygiene, street practices. It's mostly being driven by YouTubers and Western TikTokers, because TikTok does not work yet. So these people come here and they are.
So they are greatly influenced.
Influenced by them. Yes, sir.
Brainwashed our mind. So we are following their way of living, culture, tradition.
It is exactly what happened in the 90s. People used to think Indians are all snake charmers, they all live in slums. Then that narrative was shifted after liberalization and media spread and globalization. And then again we are reverting back to that kind of narrative. Now in the case of hygiene, people, there are scammers. Because of Indian scammers also, a lot of our image is being tarnished in Western countries.
So actually, there is known as the comprehensive national power. So when a country, nation project its power,
Yes.
there are three components to it. Are you aware which are the components?
No, sir, sorry. Yes.
Yes.
Comprehensive national power. So
Composite.
one can be military,
Military, yes.
another can be soft power, international.
Soft power.
Yes, sir.
Then agri power. Or most potent power.
Is economic strength.
Good economic power. So three factors combined gives out a comprehensive national power projection.
Difference between gene and chromosome.
The chromosome is the 46 pairs, the entire genetic and non-genetic component of a person, and gene is the section of the chromosome that expresses that protein.
What is mutation?
Mutation is the single or genetic change which happens quite suddenly without the evolutionary process. It is quite sudden, very instant change.
What are the basic steps of protein synthesis?
Protein synthesis, sir, first is transcription.
What is that transcription involves?
Transcription is when the gene is producing the protein. Sir, I have to read upon it. I'm not entirely very clear about it. Transcription and translation. Sir, no, learn class particularly protein synthesis. More of one exactly. Transcription, translation. I know the name. Translation is when the protein amino acids are joined together. Transcription is when
Transcription involves DNA to RNA.
DNA pattern.
And translation involves RNA to protein.
RNA to protein.
That's it. What is consanguineous marriage?
Some marriage within relatives, cousin relatives.
Many disease because of consanguineous marriage.
Yes, sir. Hereditary diseases like blood defects or physical defects.
Tell few diseases related to this few diseases related to this genetic change.
Genetic change, sir, because of consanguineous marriages or not?
Any blood related. You have hemoglobin, you have
Sickle cell anemia.
Sickle cell anemia.
Yes. And another can
Genetic disease. Thalassemia.
Thalassemia, yes, sir.
Jaja committee.
Yes, sir.
What are the recommendations?
So mostly the recommendations were about tribal development, most investing in health infrastructure and other aspects of them, and how to uplift them. Mostly Khaka sir was very concerned about not on ground implementation of whatever policies we were discussing.
How many tribes you find in Odisha?
Sir, Odisha has 64 tribes, scheduled tribes, which are 22.8% of the population.
22.8%.
8%, 85% of the population.
Has a population proportion is related to reservation?
No, sir. Population
It
percentage is not.
is.
Yes.
It is
Reservation is provided according to population only.
But 50% cap तो जाई परिमाने आगो को
No, I will see. Now, do you think that 50% cap is there?
Sir, it is there in the central sector, but
No,
states are providing more than 50%.
50% is not there.
60% is there.
60%
Yes, sir.
are there.
EWS, but it is EWS is not a minor. It's about economics.
So that whatever that is reservation.
It is reservation.
It is reservation.
It is not a socially and educationally disadvantaged.
Weaker section, social weaker section. EWS economic weaker section.
Sir, it was contested in the Supreme Court because
Supreme
economic
Court
aspect is
Supreme
not
Court
an aspect given by the
Supreme
Constitution.
Court upheld this.
Yes, sir. Upheld. It was challenged on that ground.
Because हमारे को provision है जो ACB से full form कौन बा OBC full form
Sir, OBC other backward classes.
এটা কোটি আমার जो हमारे जो अंडर डेवलपमेंट এটা को हमारा आर्टिकल এটা explicitly mention ଅଛି state can bring about reservation whenever it finds certain class are कोटा backward को दे
Social and educationally backward.
social and educational backward কিন্তু এମାନେ for the first time introduced
Economic aspect.
economic aspect
Yes, sir.
so that affected constitutional provision no one mentioned that constitutional there will be
Economic.
economic
Yes.
so it violated the constitutional provision 15.4 but then it get a validity no Supreme Court upheld
Yes,
and
sir.
this
Upheld.
whatever that thing so 50% that ceiling thila so 50% ceiling that court thila who judgment that is also one landmark judgment Indra Sahni judgment so that what on this is then put to 10% actually
Yes.
and what is the very peculiarity of the economic section so kotare suppose a person belonging to SC or ST
They cannot
security
apply.
that is another a kind of retrograde step a person belonging to this thing even if he has a secured higher position he cannot
The EWS. quota.
EWS. That is something another twisting in the tail.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
और केवल चीज टू
Sir, 12th course.
और बेस्ट विशेष है वो
Main knowledge.
Because I studied within 2 months and gave it. I was not ready for OPSC actually. I
UPSC main दिन
main thing नथली prelim.
जो एंथ्रोपोलॉजी डीएनए जेने में पढ़ाते होते हैं नहीं
वो
एंथ्रोपोलॉजी
किंतु सर biology aspect बिल्कुल पढ़ी नहीं. I'm not very strong there. So that's why.